What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I am doing a new spread. It's what is the potential for a relationship, and it has 5 cards, and it's how you feel, how they feel, the potential for the relationship, the advice, and the outcome. And I am on this sign of Scorpio, and I already laid the cards out on the table. Whoopsie. So, for how Scorpio feels, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I think probably emotionally closed off. She might be, or you might be feeling like insecure about things, but at the same time, maybe not listening to your intuition, since the Queen of Cups is really intuitive. Maybe you're just kind of disconnected. The 5 of Pentacles, so maybe you feel like you were left out in the cold. Or maybe you left another person out in the cold. This, then you have the 2 of Wands. So, kind of waiting for results, trying to figure out which way to move forward or to move. And then you have the 10 of Discs, so I feel like you could see yourself like building with this person, that it could be something solid and good. And then you have the Sun card in reverse, but there's some depression and like sadness about this person. For how they feel, you have the Devil. And if you look at it, I feel like it's kind of obsessive. This person is pretty possessive. I feel like they're definitely holding on to you. Very possessive of you and the situation. You have the Hermit card in reverse. I think they're lonely. Then you have the Knight of Swords. So, or is this the Page? No, this is the Page of Swords. So maybe spying a little bit on you, trying to figure out what you're doing. Maybe if you moved on. I don't think they can let you go. I think they're definitely bound to this situation. Then you have the 3 of Cups, so this energy of coming together. Maybe you supported them. Maybe you're their support system. So for the potential for the relationship, you have the 5 of Cups. So there is some pretty sad feelings about this. There's definitely regret and loss and grief when it comes to this. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Maybe this is what needs to be overcome. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Yeah, because there's a reunion that is going to happen here. There's definitely this definitely could happen. So for your advice, you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is someone who's kind of emotionally all over the place, for lack of better words. They're kind of with the Four of Cups in reverse. So this does talk about there, a new direction with the Two of Discs. So trying to balance things out. I think like basically, maybe balancing out your emotions about this would be the best way forward for your advice. Trying to figure out the best way to kind of overcome the unbalanced feelings that you have. Then you have the Ace of Discs, so a new start possibly with an earth sign for some of you. It's here, something new with the Nine of Wands, which is kind of this energy of, it's the fruition of kind of, this feeling of resilience in the situation, kind of keeping and maintaining boundaries. It's kind of a test of courage, like you're trying to keep this going, but you're kind of staying to yourself, or maybe they are. Then you have the Page of Discs in reverse. There's some blocks in the way. Or there was, maybe there's a lack of communication because things are unbalanced and someone's really stuck in their head with the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety and a lot of feelings, but then you have the three, not the three, you have the Empress, so there definitely is a new start here. It's like an abundance in this situation. So for the outcome, you have the Seven of Discs, which is pretty much, a long-term investment, putting your time into something. Sometimes it's talking about, having patience, because there is this long-term investment here. And then for some of you, it could be with an Aries, but you have the Emperor card here. So, this energy of like having a plan and making a decision, because the Emperor is very strategic and on purpose, kind of stuck in their ways, but they still make the right decision. So moving forward in that energy. I think someone does want to fight for this connection with the Seven of Wands. You have the Knights of the Page of Wands in reverse. So lacking direction. Someone who's kind of all over the place, which probably led to heartbreak for some of you. With the Three of Discs, but it's still, you're kind of at a better level of working together. So I guess if this energy of them being in and out and all over the place is still here, it could lead to heartbreak. But then working together. So, I mean, it could be, just these feelings of depression and loss when this person leaves. But with the Three of Discs here, you guys will be working together. Maybe it's, overcoming some feelings as well. some of these, I feel like a lot of the stuff that is coming out in these readings are some past energy, and then it's kind of like stuff leading up after that. So I know there's people saying that they're confused about this, but I guess if you're that confused, maybe it's not for you. But I don't feel like this is all relevant energy. I feel like some of this is old energy, like the reason why for things. Then you have the High Priestess. So I think, trust your intuition. The High Priestess is very intuitive and she pays attention. And there might be some things that you don't really know about the situation, but I feel like just pay attention. Because maybe some of you already know through your intuition. What are the Romance Angel Oracle cards for Scorpio? You have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. You have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime for some of you. So that's all I have for Scorps. Have a good night.